Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Musings of Star Niche. Now, if you see this little thing, that's a little selfie stick holding up the microphone because I figured the audio is going to be a little better this way. Moving on, I want to talk about or touch base on this concept called the ruminating brain. Now, this particular name was given to this idea by this author. Fuck, I don't remember the name of the author. But yeah, if you want me to find out and let you guys know in tomorrow's video, then leave a comment below. Then I can tell you. I will for sure go and find out who the author is. And yeah, getting on with it. So, what is the ruminating brain? It is when you get or catch hold of one thought that comes into your head, and then that gives you rise to another thought, and then into another thought, and then into another thought, and then somehow you end up coming back to the first thought and realizing that holy shit, I did not even conclude this. So a good example for that would be, let's say you wanted to light a candle. So you first grab a matchbox, and so here are the steps: you grab a matchbox, slide it open, take the matchstick out, scrub it, and scratch it, whatever you do with a matchbox. And then you take the flame to the candle, and the candle lights up. You blow the matchstick off, you put it off, and then you chuck it. And then you slide the matchbox down, close as well. So these are the basic steps of lighting a candle with a matchbox. But then when it comes to the ruminating brain, what happens is you take the matchbox, you open it, and then suddenly you while you're taking the matchstick out, you realize, hey, this matchstick has so and so pattern. Maybe it's a cheetah. And then you go back to, oh, there was this one time in my life when I saw a cheetah. And then you start going, how did I go to that cheetah? I went in a jeep, and then before I got into the jeep, I did this. And then suddenly you go look at the matchbox again, like, oh, holy shit, I'm supposed to be lighting a candle. Now, this can go on for some time. It can be a matter of split seconds in your head, or it can take a minute or two as well. This is where, people say that they're phasing out or some shit. This is exactly what's happening when they are phasing out. And fortunately, it's not a new concept. You're not alone. It's been discussed extensively in Buddhist literature. It's the crux of how meditation is taught, and a book that helped me is this, The Miracle of Mindfulness by, hold on, The Miracle of Mindfulness by Thich Nhat Hanh. It's a Vietnamese author. Uh, Great book. You should buy and keep it. Don't borrow it from a library or a friend. This should be like in your kit or whatever. Is because whatever is written in it is kind of it's simple, but it's not easy to incorporate because there's a lot of unlearning that needs to happen before you can do the stuff that's on this book. And which only means that you have to go back to it, read, understand it in a better way every time you read, understand it in a different way every time you read it, and then incorporate it. So makes life a lot simpler if you've read it. And I myself, my friends, I'm going to start reading this again tomorrow. Hopefully by the end of this week I should be done because it's a thin book, and I've also kind of read it before. So um, I would recommend getting the book, The Miracle of Mindfulness, Thich Nhat Hanh. Nhat Hanh. I really don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but that's not the point. Leave a comment below if you want me to find out the other author's name and tell it in tomorrow's video.